Hello dear Leo, I will tell you today's horoscope for August 5th, 2024. A message of love, hope and fortune awaits you. I know that heaven's blessings come for you. And the message for you on this day is the following. Hello dear Leo, I will tell you today's horoscope. Your number of luck is 1, which is the number of love. From a numerological point of view, 1 more can be 1, which is built when 2 are combined. This should be your guide in love. Maybe you are too obsessed with economic matters. Enjoy more, your economy will improve, but try not to act impulsively. Ahura. You can achieve all the goals you set for yourself. At work, you're in luck. You can put everything you have been late for a long time ready for the day. Be prudent and try not to commit unnecessary risks in the coming days. Your most romantic facet will cause havoc to your surroundings. In love, you will conquer. You must encourage closeness with old friends. Don't lose contact and try to relax. When problems arise, they will be resolved sooner. You will recover from past sins. Don't overvalue your capacity and don't demand yourself so much, you can exhaust yourself. You have a negative attitude that harms you in your physical state and health. Concentrate your energy on a single subject and you can dedicate a lot of time to that person who interests you. Dispersion and trying to do many things simultaneously causes anxiety and concentration problems. Don't forget it. Nothing to regret about past mistakes because that doesn't solve anything. It is taken as experiences, and it is understood and it continues to grow. Don't skip this stage and live it intensely because by doing so you will be strengthening your love life and the losses of a relationship that promises a lot for the near future. With the transit of the moon through the air element, tune your fire element. You will be in the middle of a work situation and will have to act with decision on important questions and make resolutions. In love, during these first days of August, you feel more confident in your possibilities and what you can achieve in your life. This night is clear and you won't be called. Do not be afraid to face your love destiny and work with the strength of your sign. Quote of the day, life is like a broken head, where each piece goes in its place. So you don't look for pieces where they don't fit. In health, you don't do anything bogged down. Take care of your eyes, and if you are going to clean the house, lots of eyes on the floors can tend to accidents and could spill if you walk in a hurry and don't look well where you are walking. Don't let yourself be impressed by comments from people full of problems and with hypochondriacal ideas that only make your life difficult. See your doctor and review appropriately and stay calm. You will see that there is nothing serious in your health. A new friendship in the work you are currently doing will be very constructive because on the ground it will give you its affection and support as you can count on your work experience to improve your current employment conditions. The changes are always good because they bring a wave of renewal. If you are in the middle of a family process, it is good because you have changed recently or you think about it very soon. This movement will help you very well. You can arrive with money, fortune, and prosperity. Although you have been thinking about doing several things at the same time, you should propose following a straight line and finishing what you started so that you can then continue with other businesses. Today's astral rhythm, sexual energy level, intermediate. Cosmic dynamics that you must take advantage of, your tenacity and the desire for overcoming that exists within you in these moments. Dangerous tendency, pay attention to people who are not worth it. What you should avoid, pessimism and negative and frustrating ideas, lack of enthusiasm. Couples prediction, this day things will go very well if your couple is a fire sign and very good with Libra or Geminis, and at the same time with Cancer. Most tense relationship, be careful when trying to clear up awkward questions with Scorpio or Capricorn signs. Current compatibility, you are in a compatible tone with your own element, as well as with Aquarius, Libra, and Geminis. If you are single or single, Your personal charisma will be the focus of attraction for these people who can change your life from their sentimental point of view. Universal number of the day. The universal number of this day, general for all signs, is 1. In numerology, numbers are calculated on the basis of simple digits. Optimal hours. Questions about love, money and business are given according to the standard time in Eastern Europe and must be adapted to your national time, 2:15 a.m., 6:30 a.m., 3:25 p.m. and 5:40 p.m. The lucky numbers for you are 11, 14, 32 and 44. Despite the discordant astrological climate, especially in the second half of the month, many Leos in August can achieve decent results, skillfully avoiding dangers and failures. For a typical Leo, August will be an active wave. The updated energy resources, as well as the new plans and the tempting perspectives in the future, will become boring and will encourage ambitious lions to take concrete actions. In this sense, the most favorable August segment for Leo is the first period of 7 days, when it is very likely that there will be good dividends for the past work. In the first quinzena, the capricious fortune will follow the steps of the lions and the representatives of the element will become more popular, so that in those years they will be interested in society, in maintaining a relationship and a friendship or an important contact in the future with a Leo. Meanwhile, key events in August for the majority of Leos will be associated with professional or business departments. According to the horoscope, Leo's financial position this month will be very strong. Women and family men at this moment admire the success of their children, they will experience joy and pride. The priest's Leo will have the opportunity on the ground to plan the future, but also to invest something of money in it. It must be understood that discussions can also be presented in its labor area from the 3rd week onwards, and it must be understood that in this unstable period, undertakings, advanced ideas or conceived innovations can freeze and postpone. Such an eventual alignment could deprive Leo of inflexibility and confidence, but everything will be fine because things always take up his time. Sometimes we go through moments that are not very good, but everything comes back to balance. Self-discipline and responsible behavior will lead you to achieve good professional advancements. Your social life will be intense and will allow you to surface a positive facet of your personality that will surprise you more than once. You need to remember the reasons why you are in this relationship. Everything your partner has given you and everything you have given to you without expecting anything in return. This idea should be enough for you to set aside this attitude and seek to close the gap and establish peace between them once and for all. Today you must take charge of that problem that you have been avoiding taking up, but I am still there waiting for you. You are the only one with the ability to face it. Even if you consider delegating it to someone else, destiny has marked that only you can emerge victorious from this situation and you will achieve it with little effort. You remain clinging to the idea that nothing compares to the past, which prevents you from seeing the possibilities of the future. You don't realize that this nostalgia is actually a fear of uncertainty about what is to come. However, today you must change that attitude that the stars know you will be better than ever. With Venus transiting your sign, you are producing small and useful coincidences that increase your confidence in yourself and fill you with enthusiasm. You are experiencing a moment of gentle inspiration. This is the type of sensation that artists feel when they prepare to embark on a work. Why not take advantage of optimism to create something lasting? Today, Leo can bring you something you've been waiting for every day for a long time. Don't stop looking at your email and, of course, all the WhatsApp messages you received during the day. Someone you haven't seen for a long time and who has been looking for you will appear in your life throughout the journey. If you saw differences with this person, today is the moment of reconciliation. Don't pass up this opportunity to take the time. If you're worried about finding that love you're missing, maybe it's because of your attitude. Every day you live remembering someone who passed through your life. You must close this chapter and forget it. You yourself prevent a new love from entering your world. These absurd nostalgias are never good. You discover things that you never found before in your couple, and you can stimulate her with loving words full of affection and tenderness. This is the day to show love and do something daring in intimacy. Don't worry if in the afternoon you're somewhat nostalgic, because the next day you'll be recovering, and when you get there in the evening you'll experience a spectacular adventure as a result of the direct transit of the planet Venus. This day you are more sensual than ever, and your personality becomes attractive to the maximum extent. Don't hold yourself back or limit yourself. Know that your sign is the region and your ruler is the sun. It is not by taste that Leo is considered the Reyes and Reinas of the zodiac. Possibly something will happen today that could disconcert you. It could be an unexpected quote, a project that couldn't come to fruition, or anything like this style. But don't worry, don't change or feel distressed for this reason. There is no need to give too much relevance to these problems. Continue with your life in a normal way. In the first few hours of today, it is likely that you will receive some important news about a loved one or family member. Try to remain calm and think about what you have. It is never good to be impulsive. In other respects, it is likely that another good piece of news will arrive throughout the week. Remember that calm always comes after a storm. Adequate support for your shoes, the elimination of calluses, and an adequate treatment for your nails will make you feel like new. Take care of your feet. Don't underestimate them. They are very important. There are people around you who make you feel sick. Avoid every vibrating suitcase. They only bring you problems. Get rid of them. Start distracting yourself. Go walking. Empty your mind. Try to rest as long as you can. This will help your health very well. A big change has arisen in your work, and it's time to study well all the propositions that relate to your brothers. Practical knowledge extracted from a course or a new technology will give you dexterity and confidence in yourself. It's likely that you're not spending a lot of time there in your job. It's very important that you maintain your strength. To that work partner who has everything to bother you, ignore him. He acts maturely, and little by little he will change his attitude towards you. Happy predictions for your economic life. If you are waiting for the solution of a legal matter and have a court dispute, the money that is still uncertain will be ready in your hands. But don't be hasty and act in moderation. Impatience causes stress. Speaking about the economy, if you can decide that the situation for those born under this sign will improve a lot. The first thing you should have in your head is that it is very necessary that you save something of money for future times when things are not as long as you want to go. Hurry to suffer for future situations. Due to your excellent vision in the financial sphere, today your economy will progress perfectly. It's a good time to get ready to give yourself a rest, since you don't have much to worry about. Enjoy the good times that are being presented to you with the people you most appreciate. It's a splendid period for love, and it couldn't be any other way if we have Venus in her heart for the whole month and, of course, in the sun too. Don't give up on having fun, but this is a moment to dedicate yourself to your love life, your affection, which can reach a higher level and be especially important in certain moments. If you're alone, realize that you have an excellent charm, a way of being generous and grateful that can reach the heart of that person who loves you so much. It is clear that it is not easy to meet new people, but you should try to become a newbie at this stage of the year, and you will understand exactly what love wants. Maybe you have an encounter that doesn't turn out positive, maybe it won't be healthy for you, but what you have in your heart will be late in the early days with the right person. The couples are experiencing a constructive period, but there is no need to create too many illusions. The work is not an absolute crisis, but it is necessary to decide that the positivity of planets such as Mercury and Mars, which are in Virgo, therefore, in your second zodiacal sector, is blocked by this Jupiter in Taurus, which is in square. This could be a month when an opportunity arrives that seems important, but in reality it is not at all good, because it could be hiding some inconvenience, some mistake, something not very clear. Don't make hasty choices. Don't make decisions impulsively and don't underestimate your expenses because Mercurio and Mars in the second house tell you that your mind will tend to earn more money, but you will probably spend more instead of earning. Don't make big purchases for your home, and only if you have the need to buy a tool, a useful object for your work, then you can make the decision. Don't change your job and be comfortable with what you have. It is lucky that during this period you have double support from the Sun and Venus. It is certain that you move quickly in the zodiacal circle, but at least limit the damage of a Jupiter in the square of the Taurus zodiac sign, which does not allow you to be effective. When Jupiter is in the frame, it tends to make people more superficial, exaggerated, with utopian ideas that will lead to nothing more than a feeling of defeat. With a positive Sun and Venus, the important thing this month is to have fun, disconnect from work and responsibilities, and try to enjoy traveling sometimes, going to unusual places, spending every day with friends. If you don't have family, don't underestimate the importance of a good mental and physical disposition that comes from the favorable influences of the Sun and Venus. Optimism, greater self-esteem, and the desire to live will allow you to reach the next month with a lot of energy. Sometimes you have to make time for one another. But before you forget about him, much better, Leo. If you want to achieve something along the way, you only have to put emphasis on what you know will be difficult but much easier at the same time. So don't give up on anything in the world. Today Leo can have many ideas that other people will dazzle. Therefore, you have to manage to create these ideas with what another person thinks. This will help you see everything much better and from a different perspective, something that you are really interested in investigating now. You should not take risks in business today. It is likely that you will have to be careful with any inversions you make. It is likely that it will not result in the way you expect and end up losing money in the future. The work also requires risks. You must dare to speak more and express your ideas. It will be a good journey if you do it. If your economy is not what is going wrong in your life, it could be that work is something that is not really going to be good for you and your life. You need to be happy. The person you believe you know and project something that could result in the future could give you an unpleasant surprise today. It is very possible that you have been lied to in something that her intentions with you are not at all good. If you feel that he has played with your feelings, he asks for corresponding explanations of the case. If you don't have access to communication, then leave the subject alone. Remember that everything falls under its own weight. It's time to find a coin in the air. However, wait a moment before doing so. If what you want to love can be decided through chance, maybe it's not worth being chosen. It's better to wait for someone who understands in your heart the calls of the inevitable, of the passion that you can't ignore. A love from the past will contact you, but it will not be to try to get back, but because it needs advice from you because you were someone very important in your life. If everything ends well between us and you don't have feelings for a new person, help him. I don't think that your couple is in love with the end of a relationship that you haven't allowed to discuss. At the end of the day, there is no need to talk about what each person gives for the construction of this house. It's not that it gives too much, it's that you feel like you don't allow it to contribute. At work you will have an opportunity to manage a work group. Take advantage of the fact that you are an innate leader to carry out this task. A very important person is seeking advice on the matter you perform. It would be a good time to return a favor. Today you must perform a ritual routine to benefit your body and avoid those small muscle pains. View a red candle placed between a bed of crystals of different colors. This set symbolizes your senses and your organs. The red candle flame represents your heart. The ritual makes them stronger. Leo has something very important to decide today, but if he is not able to see that minimum detail that could give him victory in something important, he will not be able to win on this occasion, so rest assured Leo, you are good as a day to start truly reigning, don't miss out. The time you are experiencing with your partner can be filled with small gestures of love, like thanking your attention or kissing again like when you were together again. If you've been in a relationship for a long time, then it's time for both of you today. You experience a period of creative thirst. If you needed to carry out your work, try to go more to art exhibitions or shows that open your mind to new and exciting things, something that will give you a new approach to life. A trip is always a good solution for a couple relationship that is broken or in the process of separation, if you know that you don't want to lose that person. Don't miss the opportunity to tell a person what you feel when you are willing to find good things that can make that person help you more. And this was the horoscope of the day for you. Consider subscribing if you liked it. I hope this reading has helped and brightened your day. Blessings.